My family, the palace worries that they will provoke Prince Harry into writing another book. My family, you cannot make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. The palace, meaning Charles and William, are currently bullying Harry and Meghan's daughter, Lilibet. And now they are leaking, they are worried that they are going to provoke Prince Harry into writing another memoir, another book. And my family, which is why I have always said this, Harry, during the Oprah interview, William and Charles, and Kate and Camilla have no one to blame but themselves. Harry, writing his memoir spare and doing the Harry and Meghan documentary, filming that documentary. The palace, meaning Charles, William, Kate, Camilla, and the others, they have no one to blame but themselves. Because my family, Harry's memoir spare, the documentary, the Oprah interview, was a reaction to all the lies that are being spread about Harry and Meghan by senior members of the royal family. For the past couple of days, Lilibet has been targeted by the palace, by Charles, by William, who clearly are angry that Prince Harry named his biracial daughter after the Queen, Harry's late grandmother. They're angry about that because they don't view Lilibet as being worthy of being named after the Queen. Because of their racism towards Meghan, towards Archie, towards Lilibet, that's why they're going after Lilibet. You know? And what they're doing is so wrong. And now they're saying they're worried their actions are going to provoke Prince Harry into writing another memoir, another book. My family, if Harry writes another book, then clearly we can all agree. Once again, it is going to be a reaction from all the lies, countering all the lies that are being told about him, his daughter, his son, and his wife Meghan. And the palace should know this. If they keep up allowing UK media to go after Harry and Meghan, to paint Harry and Meghan in a negative light, then make no mistake about one thing. Guess what? Harry is going to respond. And Harry is going to respond in a way the palace won't like. Remember, my family, Harry told us there are things he left out from the book about William, about Charles, about things which have happened even more, between him and William, and also to some extent between him and Charles. Harry told us that. Those are Harry's words. He says there are things he left out, which if he said, his brother and father are never going to forgive him if he spoke about those things. What are those things that Harry is talking about? Remember, Tyler Perry told us there is so much more that Meghan could say. There is so much more that Harry could say. So much more. And clearly, I have always known they held back. Harry and Meghan held back. And it's true. There is so much more they can't say, they could say. And the palace, if Harry had no intention of writing any other memoir, the palace, meaning Charles, William, K. Camilla, are giving Harry a very, very good argument, a solid argument, on writing another memoir, on telling us exactly just what on between him and Charles, that Harry says if he mentioned it, Charles and William would never forgive him. My family, we deserve to know. We deserve to know exactly just what Harry meant when he said that. And the palace, their actions are going to make it easier for Prince Harry when he sees his daughter being targeted. And clearly he knows, my family, where all these attacks are coming from, my family, because this Robert Hardman guy has written a new book that apparently is supposed to be about Charles. But yet, he talks about Harry, he talks about Lilibet, my family, and then he makes up claims that the Queen was angry about, Harry and Meghan naming their daughter Lilibet Diana. My family, that is what Robert Hardman, my family, has said. That is what Robert Hardman, my family, has said. And he's quoting palace sources, that the Queen said, I don't own the palaces, I don't own the paintings, or something, my family, like that. The only thing I own is my name. The Queen never owned her name, Lilibet. There are thousands of Lilibets in the world. That name basically was never ever copyrighted. It wasn't owned by the Queen. And anyone who tells you otherwise is lying to you. But, my family, those are words from palace source, who says that that is what the Queen said, my family, allegedly, in a book that is supposed to be about Charles. My family, in a book that is supposed to be about Charles. My family, clearly, we all know and can see where these attacks come from. It comes straight from King Charles, straight from him. And he's targeting Harry and Meghan's daughter, Lilibet Diana. So my family, if this is what he wants to do, he should know this, because already, my family, he's done it. He's targeted Harry and Meghan's daughter, Lilibet Diana. Because this is what he has chosen to do. He, Charles, should be reminded that the things that Harry said he left out and did not want to talk about. But Charles targeting Harry's daughter will make Harry want to speak about the things, my family, that he never wanted to talk about. Those things that Harry said, if he ever mentioned them, Charles and William will never forgive him. So, my family, it must be something that Charles and William have done, something cruel that they've done towards Harry and Meghan, that clearly Harry did not want to mention. My family, I hope that my family, Harry speaks about it, my family. And even, I saw this story even being discussed in GB propaganda, my family. And my family, I want you to hear exactly some part, my family, of what my family, they said. The palace is scared. The palace is worried. The palace is concerned that Harry could write, another memoir. If they're scared, then why are they provoking him? Why are they provoking Prince Harry into writing another memoir by targeting his daughter? Why? My family, please kindly hear this, please.
Further revelations in Hardman's book include the palace fears that Prince Harry will write a sequel to Spare. Lady C, I'll get your views on this. Apparently bits about his wedding were not covered in the original publication. Is this true? Is it on? I mean, surely he can't just keep trotting out this rubbish, can he?
Apparently, they, as G propaganda, can have segments trotting out rubbish about Prince Harry, Meghan, and even their daughter Lilibet. But Harry has no right to respond to the lies they spread about him, to the lies they spread about his daughter. Apparently, Harry doesn't have a right to respond, my family. And I saw this stuff on GB News. You know, clearly the palace is concerned. They are worried about what Harry might say, about what Harry is going to say, you know, about my family, you know, Charles and William. That Charles and William would never ever like the public to know, would never ever like the public to find out. My family, here's a tip to senior members of the royal family who are concerned that they will provoke Prince Harry into writing another memoir. Here's a tip for them, because clearly nobody is going to tell them this. Stop targeting the people Harry loves. Stop targeting his wife Meghan. Stop targeting his daughter Lilibet Diana. And stop targeting his son Archie. Stop targeting Meghan's mother, Doria Raglan, Harry's mother-in-law. And then you say, we are worried that we will provoke Prince Harry into writing, you know, another book. My family, as I've always said, and I'll say this again, the Oprah interview, spare memoir, Harry and Meghan documentary, that this carnival, all so-called experts, like to whinge, mourn, and complain constantly about Harry and Meghan and them sharing, you know, their story, what happened to them and family, the royal family, has been a reaction to the evils that have been done against Prince Harry and Meghan, to the pain that has been caused to Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. My family, you know? And my family, I do hope that my family we see, you know, Harry even writing, my family, another book. My family, I do hope that he writes and tell us exactly what he meant when he said there are things that have happened between my father and me that I haven't put in my book. There are things that have happened between my brother and me that I haven't put in my memoir spare. Harry, what are those things? You know? What are those things, Prince Harry? Now, my family, Prince Harry said this a while back when promoting his memoir spare. My family, and I quote his own words. He said, the original transcript for spare was twice the length of the final draft. It was 800 pages. And they cut it down to 400 pages. Harry said it could have been 2 books, put it that way. And the hard bit was taking things out. My family, that is what Prince Harry said. If you know you have done evil things to cause pain and suffering to Prince Harry, why don't you back off and leave him alone? Why don't you stop using Prince Harry, Meghan, his children as scapegoats to protect or deflect from undue scandals, to protect from the cash owners scandals that Charles is so deeply involved in, to deflect from Prince William's alleged affair? Why not stop using Harry and Meghan as the scapegoats? My family, thing is, there will be no Oprah interview, no spare memoir, no Harry and Meghan documentary, if only senior members of the royal family like Charles, William, Kate, Camilla treated Harry and Meghan with respect. There would be no spare memoir or Harry and Meghan documentary if my family, senior members of the royal family, were not racist towards Meghan and her son Archie. There'd be no memoir spare. There'd be no Harry and Meghan documentary. There'd be none of that. If even, as Harry said, when he and Meghan fled the UK, Harry told us he had full intentions of moving forward with his life. Not talking about the cruelty he and Meghan were subjected through back in the royal family. Harry said that in an interview with Tom Bradby. Even his court cases in the family against different UK tabloids, Harry said he had no intentions of pursuing those cases. But after he saw that even after he and Meghan fled the UK, still UK media were targeting Meghan, were targeting him. And clearly he could see it was being done with the full approval of the royal family. As we now know from the Byline Times exclusive, the royal family, meaning Charles and William, had signed off on a press assault against Harry and Meghan and anyone around Prince Harry and Meghan. Anyone in Harry and Meghan's circle. That's why whenever anyone is seen next to Harry and Meghan, sadly, they get targeted. Sadly, they get trolled. My family, it's so sad, but it's true. It's so sad, but it's true. And one thing that I find so bad, really, is that UK media blame Harry and especially Meghan for damaged or broken relationships in the royal family or the rift in the royal family, but they never ever blame themselves for the part they play in creating or causing these rifts, in creating or causing these divisions in the royal family. UK media never ever blame themselves. Never. They like blaming others, but never ever themselves. They don't blame themselves in family. They don't blame themselves for fully going after Harry and Meghan because they were ordered and commanded to by Charles and William. They don't blame themselves for what they did, for the part they played in Harry pursuing litigation against different UK tabloids like the Daily Mail, The Sun, The Mirror, which Harry just won my family a couple of, weeks ago. My family, UK media, it's high time that they blame themselves for creating and causing divisions in the royal family. If there's anyone who is going to bring down the monarchy, it will be those who claim to have been supporters of the monarchy. And their actions, my family, of targeting an innocent baby, it shows, my family, that indeed the ones who are going to cause for the monarchy to be abolished in the UK clearly are, my family, the UK media. And also senior members of the royal family themselves. Make no mistake, my family, whatsoever about that. My family, let me read you what the palace, my family, has been saying, basically. My family, Buckingham Palace, that clearly is behind the bullying of Harry and Meghan's daughter Lilibet, fears Prince Harry will write a sequel to Spare after it did not go unnoticed that Harry omitted large chunks of recent events. It has been claimed. And Harry's memoir Spare reportedly dedicated less than a fifth of its pages to events since his 2018 wedding with Meghan, suggesting that there is much more left to say. And that according to a new biography of King Charles, written by Robert Hardman, with the full approval of King Charles, palace ADs are concerned that Prince Harry and Meghan's public disclosures, which were AD referred to as the headwinds we face from across the Atlantic are not over. For the palace, the most worrying aspect of the book was the omission of large chunks of more recent events, and that it did not go unnoticed that Harry and Meghan's wedding, their married life, and their eventual departure from the real world amounted to a small part, less than a fifth, of Prince Harry's memoir. My family, allow me to just really pause there. What AD from the palace is saying that, they fear, are concerned really about Harry and Meghan's public disclosures. And that they say those are headwinds they face from across the Atlantic. My family, let me say this. Prince Harry is someone who has been vocal in saying he wants peace. My family, he said even he wants to have his father back. He wants to have his brother back, my family. But yet, what has the royal family done? King Charles and William have spit on Harry's face by targeting his daughter Lilibet. Charles and William have spat on Harry's face by constantly telling the media and briefing them, you know what? We will only accept Harry alone back, but never ever Meghan or Archie or Lilibet. We just want Harry back. Do you think whenever they say that or brief that to the media, oh, we want Harry only back, not Meghan or Archie or Lilibet, do you think they mean Harry well when they say that stuff? No, no. Because whether the family likes it or not, my family, Archie, Lilibet, and Meghan are Prince Harry's family. That's a family that comes from Prince Harry. And Harry, as I've always said, he must never ever allow the farm, the business he comes from, this dysfunctional family, William, Charles, Camilla, Harry must never allow them to destroy his own family. Meghan, that he has with Meghan. Harry must never ever allow that. He must never ever allow that, my family. He must protect his own family. And my family, I'm happy that that is what Harry has been doing. Fighting in court for security for Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet. My family, I'm proud of him. Proud of what Harry, my family, is doing. He is showing through actions. He is ready to fight for his family. And I fully applaud Prince Harry for that. I fully applaud him, admire him, respect him for his fight to protect his family, to protect the woman he loves, to protect the mother of his kids and his children. I applaud him for that and may continue always fighting to protect his family. So my family, basically, as I've said, my family, if Harry ever decides to write another memoir, my family, you can blame the royal family for targeting Harry's daughter Lilibet. While then leaking and briefing, oh, you know what? We are afraid of what Harry might say. How do you target someone's daughter and then expect him just keep quiet? Say nothing, do nothing. If Harry writes another memoir, then make no mistake, let nobody ever blame him for anything. Blame the royal family for their repeated attacks on Harry and Meghan. My family, Harry and Meghan, constantly are the ones who face attacks from the royal family, from the palace, from the UK media. Just yesterday, my family, it was revealed that palace ADs were celebrating, saying that the truth has been revealed. That the Queen was unhappy about Lilibet being called after her. That is what came out yesterday. And the same ones are afraid of what Harry might say, of Harry's words. My family, of Harry's very own words. You know? If Harry reveals his phone call with his grandmother, details of what's happened, you'll see Ukemide being angry. However, they're happy to spread lies using the Queen, my family, who passed away, using her name to bully and abuse not just Harry and Meghan, but also their child. But then they expect Harry to keep quiet. To remain silent. My family, you cannot make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. My family, you cannot make this stuff up. It's, my family, awkward for the royal family to expect Harry to keep quiet as they're briefing about him, even targeting his daughter, Lilibet. My family, it's so wrong. And even, let me remind you, from Harry's own lips, my family, what my family, he said even, my family, a while back. My family, I want you to be able to hear, Prince Harry's, my family, very own words. My family, I like using Prince Harry's words whenever I am to make any kind of, opinion. I like using my family, Prince Harry's words, my family. Please, kindly, please hear this, please.
The safety of my family is my priority, right? And that is the main reason that we left. Unfortunately, the circumstances back there hasn't changed. In fact, it's only got worse. I feel safe here. My family feels safe here. I'm happy. My family's happy. I'm
also
happy
here, this my family,
with them talking crap about me every single day because I know it's not true. What I draw the line at is when you're inciting hatred towards myself and or my wife and my children. I'm happy.
My family, you've heard his words. You've heard exactly what he has said. I'm happy with you talking crap about me. What I'm against is you inciting hatred against my wife, me, and my children. My family, sadly, that is what the royal family have been doing over the past couple of days and over many years now against Harry and Meghan. But then they're like, we are worried about what Harry might say. If Harry and Meghan say anything, it'll be because of what you have done. Because of the evil you'll be perpetuating against him, Meghan, and his kids. And you can blame yourself for anything and for everything Harry and Meghan have said up to now. My family, the farm, William Charles, only have themselves to blame. No father should ever have to watch as their daughter is being bullied over a name. Is being called, unworthy of having the late Queen's name. No father should ever have to deal with that. No father. And it's so sad what they're doing to Harry and Meghan's daughter, my family, Lilibet Diana. My family, basically, my family, I want to hear my family opinion, my family about what my family is being discussed. And Kaiser, actually, my family made this comment saying this. I actually think that this is probably the mindset of Charles. He believes that he has listened to Harry and that Harry must come to him and ask him for forgiveness as Charles targets his daughter. Just as Charles believes that he doesn't have much control over Harry at this point. That being said, the palace and the media are basically united in constantly trying to provoke a reaction from Harry. And to a lesser extent, Meghan as well. While Charles doesn't want Harry to write another book. If he continues to throw Harry and Meghan under the bus and even now cross a red line as to target Harry and Meghan's daughter, which he has already, then guess what? Harry and Meghan are going to say, more on what happened to them, my family. Because clearly, there's much more they haven't said. Harry is going to write another book if the palace continue provoking him. My family. And really, the palace has crossed a red line by targeting Harry and Meghan's daughter, Lilibet. The palace has crossed a red line. My family. Kaiser says you would actually never be able to tell from just behavior and the courtier's behavior that they're worried that Harry will write another book. They seem to not understand that they have been poking the bear for years. And sadly, they continue trying to poke the bear. My family, Harry will respond. Harry will respond. Targeting his daughter is a red line that the palace has crossed. And really, my family, all bets are off right now. All bets are off. The palace is concerned that they're provoking Harry into writing another book. Well, guess what? They are. They are. And they've targeted what is so important to Harry. His daughter, Lilibet. His daughter, his child, they've targeted. And my family, Prince Harry is a man with a good heart. But target his family, Meghan and Lilibet, he'll respond. And my family, the next couple of months will be interesting to see my family what's going to happen. To see my family what will unfold really, because what Charles has done really is cross a red line. It's crossed a red line. Harry told us there are things he hasn't said. There are things he has never ever mentioned. What are those things, my family? We deserve to know what are those things. And really, I believe because of Charles poking Prince Harry and going after Harry's daughter, Lilibet, my family, Charles, clearly, he doesn't care about Archie, Lilibet, or Meghan. But you know who does? His son. His son cares about his family, about his wife, Meghan, about his children, Archie, Lilibet. And Charles, by going after Harry's children, he has crossed a red line. Crossed a very, very, big red line. And his actions are disgraceful and shameful. To hear the palace that they're worried, they're concerned, well, they better be concerned. Because you can't go after a man's child and expect him to say nothing and do nothing. Clearly, if Harry decides to talk or say anything, clearly, my family, it will be because he has been provoked. Because his daughter has been targeted by the palace. And my family, he'll have every right in the world to say anything that he wants to say. And Harry, we are ready to listen. The world is ready to listen to you. Make no mistake about that, Harry. The world is ready to listen to both you and Meghan. And Harry will stand with you. Never forget that. We stand by your side. We support you and we love you. And we are sorry that as a father, you keep on seeing that your own father, Charles, doesn't care about, Archie, Lilibet. I'm sorry, Prince Harry. But you know what? Archie and Lilibet are better off without him. They're better off without him. They have you in their life, Harry, and you're a good husband, you're a good father. Keep being a good father and a good husband. Never let the family destroy your family because they want to destroy your family, Harry. Don't allow them. Don't let them. Don't let them. And please tell us the things you did not mention, Harry. Tell us. Tell us what Charles and William would never ever want to come out. What did they do to you that you, Harry, have not mentioned? What did they do to Meghan that you, Harry, have not mentioned? Please, I would like to know that. We would like to know that, Harry. We are here and ready to listen. Let nobody ever make no mistake about that. Make no mistake whatsoever about that. We are here and we're ready to listen. The farm knows, Charles knows, that Harry will fiercely protect his wife Meghan and his kids. And sadly, they've targeted his daughter. My family, all bets are off now. All bets are off, my family. All bets are off. Instead of the fam not provoking Prince Harry, they choose to provoke him. My family, if Harry decides to share more about what happened, Harry, we are ready to listen. And Harry, you are entitled to say even more. My family, tell me your thoughts about what we have just discussed. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet and Doria Raglan, and all of you members of the squad at home, my family. I want to hear my family opinion. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you also forever, and may God bless you all, my family. May God bless you all, my family. If the palace keep on provoking Harry by insulting his wife Meghan and his children, then my family, I do believe those pages that Harry said, my family, were not added to spare. We'll get to learn more on what Harry, did not say. On what, my family, those pages that were not released. We'll get to learn more from that, my family, about, the contents of those pages, my family. And I do hope the day comes we see those pages. I hope the day comes that Harry even tells us more, really. Because the palace, by targeting his daughter, they've crossed a red line. My family, tell me your thoughts about what we have just discussed. I want to please my family kindly hear your opinion. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet and Doria Ragland, and all of you members of the squad at home. He never wins. Love wins, and stay tuned to our next video. My family, love you always and forever. And may God bless all my family. Let no weapon formed against Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet ever prosper. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.